Hi, my name is Leilani Melendez, and this is my dear, dear friend, Summer Myers. Her channel is Summer Myers on YouTube, and we are going to react to an AI-generated video about homeschooling.
So excited. Let's do
Okay, so it's called, oh gosh, it's called AI Video Generator. It's in video, I think is the name. And so this AI thing has been, I don't know, everywhere I go, everybody's like AI, AI, and they're making these videos and putting up on YouTube, and all they're doing is typing in, like, all I did was type in how to homeschool and hit enter, and it made me this video. It gave me 5 steps on how to homeschool, and
It's
it's
only
all
5.
AI.
I
Only
didn't get
5
that in the
steps.
manual. That didn't come when I was figuring this out. So that's news to me, and that sounds amazing. I'm so excited for the 5 steps.
It's gonna solve all your homeschool problems. I couldn't
AI is here to save us. Isn't that
I right.
wonderful? I'm so
Oh,
glad
that's
the
so
machines
scary.
and robots have figured life out for us. That's
Especially homeschooling.
yes. Especially homeschooling. Because,
That's really scary.
when we homeschool, that's what we want. We want a robot to teach us how to do it. Like that's the whole thing, right? The whole thing about homeschoolers is we want a robot to teach us. That's
An artificial intelligent robot,
artificial
which is
intelligence.
totally scary.
Mhm.
So, I couldn't react to this video by myself because I had to get the funniest person I know
Oh,
to
that's
watch this video she hasn't seen it yet.
no.
I'm, like, scared.
Wait, so
Okay,
okay, just explain to me one more time. So this is a AI generation tool that generates videos that can then be uploaded onto the internet to explain things. So all you
yeah.
typed in was how to
I typed
homeschool, and this is what it came up with?
yes, it gave me but I didn't so there's gonna be words in front of it, so because I didn't wanna buy it. I didn't wanna
Oh,
buy a subscription, so I got to do it a couple times for free.
oh, okay.
I even typed in, "Who is Leilani Melendez?" Like, I wanted to I could get a video about myself, and it didn't have enough information. I was
It
very
didn't have enough
sad.
information. That's scary. How frightening is that?
Yeah,
That's
it's really
terrifying.
scary. So, okay, everybody's dying to see it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up. It's gonna
Okay.
start talking as soon as I hit the button. So be ready and just I don't know. I don't know if you could say stop or how it works. Okay, we'll find out.
We'll mess with
It's
it a
about
little bit.
homeschooling your children. While it may seem like a daunting task at first glance, it can be broken down into clear, manageable steps.
Okay. Can we talk about the voice?
Yes, let's talk about the voice.
First of all,
Because
it's man, no offense to
so
men.
I'm used to like a bunch of homeschool videos being like just us, like moms talking, and they talk in like high, cheerful, happy voices, and then there's like, "We're coming to teach you," but like super deep,
Wait, well, what
low.
about the Stranger Things, like, fuzz coming down the stream?
Yes.
It's like the whole video I actually did I don't know the whole video. I didn't watch the whole video, but what I've seen, it's the Stranger Things, like, snowflakes in another dimension.
it's, yeah, no, that's pretty intense
But,
for
like go
yeah.
ahead. I was
No,
gonna say, like, it's a guy with a British accent.
oh, I didn't pick up on that, but you're right. He does have an accent.
Yeah,
It's more authoritative when it's said in
that's
an English
true.
accent. You're more like, "Oh, yes, this person clearly knows what they're talking about." So maybe that was the choice. That was the
Yeah.
reasoning, but there's no reasoning. What what are we talking about? They don't have reasoning, but it's
Well, they gave me
yeah.
a choice on which one to pick, and I hit minimalism.
Oh, well, that's
There was,
good.
like, 3 options. So
What was it?
I don't remember.
What were the other options?
I
So
think
it
one
was
was, like I should have picked dramatic, or I think the other one was I don't know. I think it
oh,
was
I see. So,
dramatic.
like, it was tone. So, like, by
Yes,
minimalism, it's not gonna be, like, overproduced,
I
so
should have done the other
it's
one.
maybe. We'll see. I wonder we should
Wait,
maybe if this goes well, we should do a dramatic part 2, like
I'd have to type in something different to get something I'd have to use a different email because I used up
oh,
my
your
free
free things.
trial.
Yeah.
I think it's within you should have seen me. I was just like, "What is this? What is that?" Yeah, I was like, "I wanna know how much AI knows." Okay, so
Nice.
all right, we gotta see. Okay, I'm gonna play it, and you tell me to stop because 'cause you're gonna give us the 5 steps. That's
Okay.
what it sounds like. Okay.
Homeschooling provides a unique opportunity to structure your child's education in a way that is most beneficial to their individual learning style. Step 1. Understand the legalities. Every region has different regulations about homeschooling. Start by familiarizing yourself with the homeschooling laws in your area. This can typically be done by visiting your local education department's website or contacting them directly.
So they're like, figure out the legalities, and they've got pictures of children that with their notepad and the computer, like they're the ones that are going to be figuring out the legalities of homeschooling. Like, mother, this is what we need to do. They're sitting in front of the computer screen. I'm actually very impressed that all of the children seem to be of the same, like they seem to like be consistently the same people. Does that make sense? Like they
So
look
far,
like they're in
yeah.
the same family, even though the
Maybe.
house is completely different each time.
I don't know, but
I
she
think
has a
it's
smirk on her face right there. She's like, "Oh, I know the legalities."
I know the legalities. I know what the government wants me to do. She's sitting like no kid sits in front of a computer. They've got like a real office feel with the plants in the background and the little highlighters in the cup. And she's sitting in the front of the computer taking notes about the legalities of homeschooling.
I think she's using the flare pens. You know the flare pens?
Yeah, she is. Oh my gosh.
I usually
Look,
have
she's
'cause I have
about to
them
put
everywhere,
the
but
cap on. No
cap.
kid puts a cap on a pen. At least mine don't.
Okay, so the first step is understand your legalities.
I
Okay,
think
so
that's a fair point.
okay,
Right?
yeah, it's does this guy talk too fast for you, or is it I'm trying to keep up with him? No, I would have to watch this in slow-mo. Okay, I'm gonna this is like the best smirk and then the Stranger Things fuzz. Scrolling down.
We should keep an eye on the house. Like what kind of house setup? Because I'm sure some of this is going to be weird. Like she's got that weird vent behind her, or is that supposed to be a picture? I
The
don't
baby
know.
gate?
I don't know what
She's
that
got
is.
some plants.
She's got plants. Yes.
Plants. Who lets their kid homeschool? I'm sure a lot of us let our kids homeschool in our home office. I mean, mine don't.
I don't. They're not allowed in there.
No,
Allowed to
yeah,
touch all
that's
that
true.
stuff. I came
Yeah.
in and I couldn't find my headphones a minute ago. Yeah, no, they're not allowed in here.
Okay, you ready? Hit
Yeah.
play. Okay.
Step 2. Choose a homeschooling style. There are many different styles of homeschooling, including Montessori, Waldorf, classical, and unschooling, among others. Each style has its own approach to education, so take the time to research each one and decide which one aligns best with your educational philosophy and your child's learning style. Step 3.
Was
Okay, that was really fast. I
that
feel
too
like
fast? I was
No,
like,
you
yeah,
did-
he's cooking.
you got to talk about the homeschool styles.
Yeah.
Unschooling, Charlotte Mason, classical education.
He did a pretty good job listing, although, I mean, he listed Montessori and Waldorf first. And I don't think any homeschooler is like, oh, yeah, Waldorf. I kind of feel like that one's towards the bottom. And he
Like
didn't,
of popularity.
did he mention Charlotte Mason?
I don't know.
I think he only mentioned classical and unschooling.
I just was laughing because there was wind blowing in the kids' hair when they were doing the puzzle.
Oh, I
Was it a
missed
puzzle?
that.
Did you see that?
No.
Can I go back? Wait,
Wait, go
I gotta
back.
go back. Ugh, this kid's walking. Okay. Maybe I'm just fixated on the Stranger Things, like things I don't
The
know.
odd things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are many different
His
styles of
hair.
homelschooling, inclling Montessori,
It's like
Waldorf,
they got a
classical,
fan
and
blowing on their
unschooling, among
hair.
others.
Oh
Each
my
style
gosh.
Or
That's
it's like a window.
hilarious. Woo. They're
I don't know
inside
why I'm
putting
making
together
fun
a
of that.
puzzle and just like enjoying themselves, and all of a sudden, like the
But
wind
in
is
reality,
blowing.
it's probably like the AC vent hitting his hair.
No, it's not. That's none of this is real. None of this is real. There's no reasoning to it. No AI was like, the vent is going to be blowing right at this moment and it's going to be blowing this boy's hair. Like, there's no reasoning to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we get it. Did they say in school? Okay, okay, I gotta hear what he says again.
has its own approach to education, so take the time to research each one and decide which one aligns best with your educational philosophy and your child's learning style. Step 3. Create a curriculum. Once you've chosen a homeschooling style, you can begin to set up your curriculum. Some families choose to use a pre-made curriculum, while others prefer to create their own. Remember, the beauty of
Wait, hold
homeschooling
on.
lies in
They're like, you so that
You have
last
to write
shot,
your curriculum.
you have to find your access curriculum. So they have all those books, and that stresses me out. Just like all those books that are coming out, and like you're gonna find all of these and you're gonna use all of them. But then like the next shot is like a depressed mom who's standing there. They're all in shadow. And then this doesn't she look depressed? Isn't she
That's
like,
because you
you were
wrote
gonna
the
do all of
curriculum.
this curriculum with your child?
Oh, I was thinking that she was forced to write her own curriculum.
There we go. Maybe that,
Yeah.
or she doesn't have any books. They have tiles. What do you think the tiles are for?
He's playing matching, maybe? Or no, they're
Matching
tiles.
maybe?
Like maybe he's dominoes.
Maybe dominoes. Those are a little thin for dominoes.
Oh, he's right.
She doesn't look like she's having fun.
Nope, she's
She's
ready to go back to bed.
she's ready to go back to bed. They're wearing okay, so true to life, they're wearing sweatpants and sweaters. That's I feel like
Yes.
I don't know, maybe in your homeschool you guys get dressed, but my kids were at 3 o'clock still. I got dressed, but at 3 o'clock they're all still wearing jammies all day. So I feel like that's a little true to life.
But see, you have a good point there. Like all that curriculum that she back here, what is it? Oh,
Yeah.
she's still. Here's all the books. Oh, nope, he's walking through the forest. There's the books that she has to use.
All
the
those
books.
books. And they're big fat books too
For a preschooler.
for a preschooler. I don't know if Waldorf endorses all of these books. That's a lot of books to be doing.
Yeah, classical education might.
This is a classical education mom's curriculum. That's
Here we
exactly
go.
what it is. That is
Yeah.
all thinking. What's the company that they use?
Classical Education Press or Classical Press or
Memorial Press.
Memorial Press. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is the classical mom. Those are all the books that she has to use with her preschooler.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And then the result, that.
Depression.
Oh, she's got a little smile there.
She does. She's faking it.
Let's go back to bed.
She
No
looks like
coughing
her
in
hair
sight.
hasn't been washed either. I mean, not that there's anything
that's
wrong with
realistic.
unwashed hair, but she just like the whole vibe and mood of this is not a happy, cheerful homeschool. That's pretty
But
sad.
he's happy.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's got messy hair too. We're really like nitpicking this, aren't we?
Well, we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
AI is going to replace us in like 5 years.
Yeah.
You and
And
I
we have
won't
no
exist.
jobs.
Yeah.
We're trying to convince the world not to use AI.
This is not worth it. This is not worth it.
All right. Okay, but the point that he made is create your own curriculum. That's like, how many parents do we know that are actually writing their own curriculum?
Right. And
Yeah.
you know, that's a fair point. So that's probably why she's depressed, is because she's tried to write all of her curriculum. That's
In the classical method
that's a hard
style.
sell. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what I think he should have said is pick out a curriculum.
Right.
Or research curriculum.
And you can mix and match curriculum, right?
Yeah. That might be
Yeah.
overwhelming though.
Yeah, that can be, especially at the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
But I just imagine like a new homeschooling mom watching a video like this and going, I have to write my own curriculum, and like having that panic attack.
And you have to know the legalities of your state in order to make sure you're matching the curriculum you're supposed to have, right?
She's gonna be going to like the state standards and benchmarks, and then that's panic attack right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's a little bit. I don't know if I agree with AI man here.
AI man. We should name him. That's what we should do.
He's British, so what kind of name should we give him? Like something very like, I don't know.
British.
Yeah. Well, like what's a Robert?
Robert. Robert's a nice name.
Robert the robot.
Robert the robot. Robert the robot. I like it. We should stick
Kenneth.
with it. That's a good one.
Robert Kenneth.
Robert Kenneth the robot.
Britain. All right. We're only on number 3. We're only halfway done. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Choose to use a pre-made curriculum, while others prefer to create their own. Remember, the beauty of homeschooling lies in its flexibility. You can
The kid is not even looking at the book.
He's like giving the camera a stink eye, like I am in this hammock.
You know, these are real people though. Like this is just
Yeah.
AI picking pictures out of just a stock.
of that's
Of kids.
Yeah. But that
And
baby
then-
did not look happy. That baby looked grumpy and kind of mean, actually, like a mean baby. Doesn't
Aw.
he look mean?
He was probably just mad. He's like, "Why do I have to sit in a hammock with this strange person?" It's probably not even his mom, you know? Well, it might be. She was probably
What
frustrated.
do you think is going on with his feet?
Where are they? Are they
Do you
there?
do
His
you
feet?
see what do you can I don't
Okay,
oh.
wait. I'm going
Their
back.
own.
His
Remember,
feet.
the
Oh, he's
beauty of
got them.
Oh, I
homeschooling
think
lies
they're
in its
okay. Never
flexibility.
Yeah.
mind.
You
Feet
can
are
tailor
okay.
your curriculum to meet your
It
child's
wasn't weird.
specific needs and interests.
Okay, so, headphones. I don't know. All right.
You're right. Headphones, very, like, immaculate room, and he looks zoned out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like the future right there.
If that's
The
the future, I
future.
wanna go back. Oh my
I
god.
know. Oh,
How
okay.
terrifying. He
The
looks
future of homeschooling. Yeah.
oh.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
I mean,
moving
that's
on. No,
well, no,
go
I mean,
ahead.
like, that's a fair point. I think a lot of curriculum is moving towards a more digital output, right? Like, we're
Yeah.
getting a lot more download the app, here's a video, watch this first. Like, The Good and the Beautiful just released their new English program this past year, and it's got an app that you have to use, for the lessons. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but you can kind of work without it, but it's part of the lessons, and they have videos associated with them now, and I think
Mhm.
that's kind of where a lot of curriculum companies are moving towards, where
Yeah.
it's digitalized.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know how I feel about it. I like a good
Yeah.
book.
You can flip through books faster than you can when they're on your phone and find what you're looking for.
This is true. That
That's
there
why I
is a
like
level of
books.
convenience. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, you could bring the book with you,
Right?
the
Yeah.
physical book, but
You
I
don't
mean, I
need
find most of
internet
the time.
access. Right.
Yeah, and if the internet's not good. But I find
Mhm.
myself when I read books, I'm mostly in my office or in my bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but, yeah, I don't know, it's funny, I was talking to somebody yesterday who's really big on social media and, having our kids know, how to navigate things. And he was like, "We should just take our kids off of technology." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Coming from him, I was surprised. And he says, "I think that, especially our generation as parents, we're starting to recognize that our kids across the board, whether they're public, private, or um, homeschooled, that there's this lack of human interaction happening.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
something that we're missing. That's why I
Yeah.
need to come to see you. So, because we've never met in person.
This is true. How weird is that?
It is weird,
That is weird. We
but we
should
might.
rectify that.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about it. Then we have to do a bunch of reels.
That would be fun. That would be totally fun. But you're
Yeah.
right. I think we are moving just even outside of homeschool, we are moving towards a more digitalized age. I mean, we're fully immersed into it right now, but I'm sure it's only going to progress and get more difficult as time goes on to just have a regular social interaction because everything is on our phones and it's speeding so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else he said too that hit me like a
What?
ton of bricks? He says we're relying on our relationship with our phone and not on a relationship with the person.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
was like, "Whoa, that's true."
That's 100% true and rather
Yeah.
depressing too. I mean, I was talking about this with my dad, like that humans are social beings, that we just want to be a part of a group.
Mhm.
And a phone and social media and that sort of thing, it does tend to group us pretty. And so we are biologically just drawn to this idea of being in a group setting and wanting to socially interact. And a phone is an easy avenue into getting into those groups really quickly. But you lose a lot of the benefits of being a part of a group because it's only through your phone, right? So if you have
Yeah.
a social circle that is physically with you, then they are there to help you when you get sick, if something happens or whatever. But if all our social circles are digital,
Mhm.
then, if something happens, then there's no you are kind of alone in your own actual physical community. You don't have
Yeah.
anybody. That's that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And I also feel like when you don't have that interaction, like with the person face to face, you don't really get to know who they are.
Right. I could
Because
be
I
a
think
serial killer, Leilani.
you better not be. No. Well, it was funny because when I met up with Wendy and Katie from Life in the
Oh, sure.
Mundane a couple
Yeah.
years ago, and we were talking because we did a whole, like, it was crazy. We did like this slumber party. We got a Airbnb,
Mhm.
and we stayed there for like 3 days and just hung
That's so
out.
fun. I remember that
Made
video. That
Yeah, it
was
was
fun.
crazy. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. And I was picking up because they came to Florida, and so I was picking everybody up from the airport. We went to Orlando. Anyway, the point of that whole thing, which I wish you were there, but I didn't know you at that point. Um,
I wasn't around.
the point is that everybody was just so it, seeing each other in person was so different
Mhm.
that like, what they said is the person that they least expected, like the one that was the most different in person, was me, which is kind of scary. Yeah. Wendy said her comment was, "You're so incredibly tiny and bite size." That was her. She's like, "You are bite size." I'm like,
You're bite
"Okay."
size. That's
Yeah,
cute.
that's what she said. And then she said, "You're so quiet in real life." I was like, "Yeah, she's taking everything in." She's like, you don't talk much, but you're so talkative, in the social circles, but in real life you're not." Which I
That's so
think I would
funny.
be really talkative with you though, because it's more one-on-one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you and I are similar in that way. Although I'm not a bite-sized person. I'm a pretty tall person. So we probably make a really odd couple along the wall as everybody is like talking and discussing. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to the video
Yeah.
now that we went definitely on a tangent. Right.
Step 4. Set a schedule. Just because you're homeschooling doesn't mean you need to replicate a traditional school day. You have the freedom to set a schedule that works best for your family. However, it is important to create some sort of structure to ensure that all necessary subjects are covered. Step 5.
Okay, I'm going to
That
stop
was
there.
that was a lot. That was a lot of
Yeah.
information. Oops, I keep knocking my desk. That was a lot of information to process. He went through it really quickly.
Yeah, he did. That's why I was saying I feel like he talks so fast that it's just like, "What?"
Slow
I
down,
feel
professor. Right.
yeah, like I could take what he says and just break it apart and spend a good 20 minutes on each of those topics.
Yes,
Oh, we should do
easily.
that.
This is what you missed. Yeah. I'm getting hung up on like this shots of the people. So like the mom is like staring at her daughter while she is like just none of the parents look joyful. None of them look, oh, those two did. Oh, okay, I take it back.
I
Although
love how they're wearing
homeschool
like
kids are never
red.
gonna wear matching uniforms.
Yeah. Here is your homeschool uniform. Like I
Yeah.
said, I think this is just a stock footage.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
And look, the mom and dad homeschooling together.
that's nice.
Yeah. And they got orange juice. I mean, they got everything. They got like, it looks like sausage and bacon and eggs and
Mhm. No plates
yeah.
though. They've got
Oh,
their homework.
yeah.
Although I think that's pretty on par. Like, we just
Hmm.
put a communal plate in the middle of our homeschool room on days and just let everybody munch on it while they're working. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me see the mom. It says the dad.
There's another dad.
I
You
like
know
that.
what? I like that. We should change the storyline that dads are homeschooling too, and maybe we can push a movement. I don't know. How involved is your husband when it comes to doing classes?
He's involved. He does
Yeah.
all the Bible studies.
Yeah.
And then
And
we've
he's
got a
really good
schedule
at
and all
it.
the things. He is. He's really good at it. So I let him do it.
If he wasn't good at it, you wouldn't let him do it. But yeah,
Well, he does it when I'm running Naomi to therapy and stuff. We
sure.
finally, after all these years, I feel like we finally got something.
Oh,
So
that's great.
it'll change
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. Well, Michael is involved, but he's not necessarily involved in like hardcore subjects like math or English, although he will pick up the slack if for whatever reason we didn't get through everything on during the week. We'll do some stuff on Saturday. But like he'll do like physical education, like he'll take them out and make sure they're running and doing some kind of exercise and sports. Um
I think
yeah,
PE
but
is best for dads. You're so
pardon?
good at it. PE,
Yeah.
because that's like the best.
They wanna run around, and kids need that interaction. They need that
Mhm.
physical contact with their dads. They need to see them actively engaged in what they are doing as opposed to just listening, which is also a good thing dads should do. But just that physical movement with their father, I think is so good for a sense of security in yourself and in your future relationships. Really important to get dads involved. So
Yeah.
this is a good thing.
Yeah, so just the fact that they credited that. Okay, let's see
You
what's
have the
next.
freedom to set a schedule that works best for your family.
That's
However,
good.
it is important to create some sort of
Mom.
structure to ensure
She's like, "Structure. Ugh,
Structure, exactly, exactly. They've got
I wanna go back to
their
bed."
iPad sitting up, and she's watching her daughter do her
Probably
problems.
math. I see numbers over there, some
Mhm.
manipulatives. She's doing teaching textbooks.
Do you get manipulatives when you do teaching textbooks?
No, but I don't know. She's probably doing
Oh,
ABC Mouse
okay.
or something.
Oh,
Well, no,
okay,
she's
okay.
older than that. I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm just trying to guess. Which math program is she using?
What is she using? Nothing,
Nicole the
nothing.
math lady. Oh, but she you know Nicole the math lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like 5th grade. I think she's really good. I met her.
Oh, you did?
She's hilarious.
Oh,
I love her.
fun.
Yeah, she's fun. So, I don't know what she's using, but she's doing something when yeah. Alright, I can't read what's on her paper.
And that's
Alright.
probably intentional. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like, "Hi, my name is"
Or
Okay, moving on. I'm being silly now. Alright.
that all necessary subjects are covered. Step 5. Find support. Homeschooling can be a rewarding but challenging experience. Joining a local or online homeschooling community can provide you with resources, advice, and camaraderie. Step 6.
whoa,
That was fast.
that was fast.
There's more than 5 steps. Now we got 6.
Oh, wait, didn't he say it can be broken down into 5 easy steps, and now we're doing step 6?
Ooh, AI messed up.
Yeah, I
I
messed
think it did.
up.
I'm at 142. Wait, now
Maybe
I
that's
gotta
a
go back.
bonus step.
Clear, manageable steps.
Okay, I
Homeschooling
need
can be broken down into clear, manageable
oh,
steps.
clear. He didn't say 5. He just said clear.
Done all the necessary preparation.
Okay.
He just said clear.
All right. But let's
I
go
don't
back
know.
to, like, talking about your community, because I think that's something that all homeschoolers struggle with at least one point of their journey, right? Of finding their co-op or their online community where they've met somebody and they're like, "I feel supported," or in some way. And
Mhm.
there's that tangent that we keep coming back to, that there are online communities that you can get to, but if you don't have that physical contact, how much of it is does it feel supportive?
Right.
Um, right? At least for
Right.
children.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like that's kind of a big point. And that's something that could really be explored. How do you find your people? He says,
Mhm.
Robert the robot has said that it's super important, but how do you really find your tribe? Where do you look them up?
Mhm.
Um, actually that would be a good AI video. How do you find people that do
Ooh,
the
I'm gonna
similar
type
things
that
that
in
you
next
do?
time.
That'd be kind of
How do you
frightening.
find
How do you find homeschoolers? Where are they? There's
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, next.
Once you've done all the necessary preparation, it's time to start homeschooling. Remember, homeschooling is a journey. It's okay to make adjustments along the way and to learn as you go. In summary,
Wait,
homeschooling involves
that was a classroom.
That was a classroom. Maybe it's a co-op.
We can say it's a co-op.
We
That
can
was a
say it's a
co-op.
co-op. But
Yeah.
here's what's funny. Did you catch this? Ready?
in
What language is that?
Oh,
AI's got some kinks to work out here.
he's got some serious kinks.
Yep. He
You
just
know what that
pulled.
reminds me? And you might need to cut this out from the video. Sorry. But that reminds me of the Filmora, like the very beginning, how they have when you put in text or whatever, it starts with lorem ipsum dolor sit, and then it stops. So is there like
I have
They're
no idea. It's
regular.
probably Latin or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Should we look it up right now?
I don't have
Hold on.
well, no, I could. You gonna look it up?
Lorem ipsum meaning.
Sit.
Oh, it's placeholder text.
Oh,
Lorem ipsum, sometimes referred to as lipsum, is the placeholder text used in design when creating content. It helps designers plan out where the content will sit without needing to wait for the content to be written and approved. So this is like the AI has put placeholder text about homeschooling and it hasn't quite figured out what the text or content is going to be.
but it says iStock. They just probably pulled it from a stock
Mhm.
and didn't even bother to check what it said.
Yeah.
They saw
Yeah.
homeschooling and they just grabbed it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got kinks.
We can forgive it. It's not a sentient being. It's just
Yeah, it just means we're better.
it's just numbers and zeros.
Yeah.
More number and zeros.
That's comforting.
Summary: homeschooling involves understanding the legalities, choosing a homeschooling style, creating a curriculum, setting a schedule, finding support, and finally, beginning the journey. Homeschooling is a commitment, but with the right preparation and mindset, it can be a rewarding educational option. It offers flexibility, a tailored learning experience, and the opportunity to learn at your child's own pace. So why not consider homeschooling as a viable option for your child's education?
Oh, the end. Yay.
Yay. What do you think?
I can do better. You can do better.
We could do better.
We can do better.
We can do a lot better.
It's better to have a person.
Yeah.
But it's
Much
like,
better.
I just felt like it was so fast.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like there's so much there that they didn't talk about. And I don't know. It's just, I was not a fan.
No.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like how to homeschool math, I don't know.
I think,
Be
it did hit on some really important parts of homeschooling. So it said, what was the first step? It said figure out the legalities.
That's good.
And then the next one was, oh gosh, set your curriculum, schedule. I don't remember the others, but
Curriculum, schedule, like a community.
Oh, community. So I mean, like, I think it hit on several really good points of once you've conquered those things, homeschooling is a breeze, but those clear, concise steps aren't simple. Like picking curriculum is not a simple activity, or even, and especially not creating your own curriculum is extremely difficult. So the idea that it's just like, oh, you just follow these couple of things and then you're suddenly going to be an awesome homeschooler. Yes, but it's not going to happen in a day. And it's certainly not going to be.
There was no warning. Like there's no warning as in, okay, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. But let me tell you, I don't know. I feel like homeschool, you need person to person.
Yeah.
Hearing from a real person, not an AI robot who probably never homeschooled in their life, nor ever had children.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, eventually we're just going to be relying on AI to teach us how to homeschool, right? So yeah, no, I mean, like, there is something comforting in talking to somebody who has actually been through the homeschooling journey and can say, yeah, this is my experience. It's going to be different for you. And being able to bounce ideas back and forth on somebody who is real. And we don't necessarily do that on our YouTube videos, but we do offer our own personal experiences and what we are like currently working through. And that's relatable in a lot of ways. I don't know. The AI video was not that bad. I was less impressed with their stock footage that they picked out and the scary, depressed parents. Although some of the parents were really happy and some of them were not. I mean, it was a mixed bag. Needs a little more polish, little more polish.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say to my audience, if you want me to do this again, leave a comment in the description box below. And if you need me to drag Summer again, and give me some ideas to type in. I gotta use a different email address, but
We
something.
can use my email address. We'll
Oh,
swap.
and we can do it on your channel.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Did you have any final comments, Summer?
No. Should I
Rely
have
on
final
people.
comments?
I don't know. Rely on people, not AI. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments. Bye.
Bye.